Okay, so I've made a few videos about the Nintendo Online service as a whole, the expansion pack, all the things to do with that. Lots of people have questions. These videos, all of the videos I've made about these things, the comment sections are full of your questions, and today I am going to answer as many of those as I can. What's up, guys? Welcome back or welcome in for the first time. Do me a favor, jump down to the description of this video. We do a podcast every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. There's a link to that down there. You can watch it live over on YouTube, or if you miss it there, you can watch it on the podcast platform of your choice. There's also a link down below to my Twitch. Make sure you follow me over there, and on your way back up, make sure you're subscribed to this channel, because a lot of people think they are, and they actually aren't. All right, let's get into this right now. First question. Now, this one is probably gonna seem like very self-explanatory to a lot of people, but I actually had this question a lot, and most of the questions we're gonna go over deal with this subject. And the question itself is, what is DLC? DLC stands for downloadable content, and while that doesn't really make sense anymore in today's era of gaming, it's basically extra stuff that you buy after the game is over. It's more content, it's extra content. You know, a digital game could be downloadable content at this point, but it's extra stuff. In the case of Mario Kart, it's the 48 new tracks, the new characters. In something like Animal Crossing, it would be the Happy Home Paradise extra stuff. So DLC is just extra on top of the game. We don't need to spend a whole lot of time on that, but I did have some questions in the comments, a lot of them, so I did want to address that. If you're watching this for that reason, now you know. All right, the next one I want to get to here, if we do the family membership with the expansion pack, can more than one player play on one device, or will each player have to have a membership? Okay, so if I'm reading this correctly, you're asking if you can play with other people who don't have the online membership, and the answer is yes. If you're playing local, and I believe actually online as well, if you're playing with somebody who does not have the expansion pack and they don't have the 64 games or the DLC, they're gonna be able to play that DLC with you because they're playing on your console. I think it goes the same for online. I might be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure you can do it online as well. All right, next question is about Mario Kart and the DLC. My question is, are the extra Mario Kart tracks available when you're offline? Now, that is a tricky one, and to figure that out, I actually had to call Jeeb this morning. We did a little bit of testing. Now, obviously, if you have a digital version of Mario Kart, it's gonna need to check online to see if you can play it or not anyway. So if you have a digital version, it's not gonna matter. But I'm imagining you're asking because you have a physical cartridge, which I didn't. And I actually had Jeeb check because he does have a physical cartridge. And when you put the cartridge in, if you're not online, it will tell you that there's DLC that's not playable at this time because it does want to check online. Now, you don't have to be online the entire time, but you're gonna have to have some sort of connection to let it quickly check, whether it's a hotspot on a phone. Any connection whatsoever you can find will work. It's just gotta check once, and then you're done for the rest of the time you're playing, but you are gonna have to be online for at least a second for it to make sure. And the reason for that is because it's included with a service that you're paying for yearly. And they have to check and make sure that your payment is up to date, because if it's not, clearly they're not gonna let you in. Now, another thing that wasn't a question that I do wanna address, because I know I've got a lot of other people asking about this, not in the comments. If for some reason you do decide or maybe forget or just can't pay right away when it's time to re-up for your year, a lot of people asked about what happens to the cloud saves. Now, okay, so if your online membership expires, from the day it expires, you have 180 days. Your cloud saves will still be there for 180 days. You won't be able to access them until you're back into the service, but they will not delete until 180 days. That also goes for everything with the DLC. If you get the DLC with the expansion pack, all the cloud save data will stay there for 180 days. So, you know, if you accidentally, you know, don't have money in whatever account you used to re-up for the year, it's okay. You've got time, but those will go away in 180 days. All right, the next question is more about the Mario Kart. A lot of this stuff is about the DLC stuff. Next question is, do you lose Mario Kart extras after the year? Yeah, if you don't pay after the year, you do lose the extras. You have the option to buy it for $24.99. You can just buy it outright if you want. But yeah, if you stop paying for the online expansion pack, you will lose access to that. As I said, you'll have 180 days to get it back with all the cloud saves intact. So that should answer that question. I think we're gonna have some more about the Mario Kart stuff here in a minute. All right, the question is asking if the expansion pack is available for all the people you share the plan with or just the main person. It is available for everyone. You get 8 slots, including yourself. Everybody in the family plan gets all the benefits. So again, if you go get 8 people together or 7 more people and you each pay $10, you will all have access to everything. You have your own cloud saves. Everything is completely separated for each account. Everybody's gonna have their own stuff completely. All right, next one. If I were to purchase the individual online plus expansion pack, can I play local 2 players when I have friends over? Yes, same console. We've already gone over that. You can definitely do that. Not a problem whatsoever, and they don't even have to have it. If I get the expansion pack, does this mean I'll get every DLC pack from Mario Kart? Yes, if you get the expansion pack, you will get all the DLC. It's all included in that bundle, and it is all released now, so you will get all 48 tracks at this point, but you will lose them if you don't have the expansion pack after a year. So again, you can buy this stuff if you want. You can buy it separately for 25 bucks, then you won't lose it, but you will lose it after the year. All right, and the rest of these, I think we basically covered in the other ones. There is one more that I wanted to talk about that I actually recently dealt with, and I thought this was something very strange, and I really, really dislike it. There's a lot of things Nintendo does I dislike, but this really pissed me off. Okay, so the account where my payment would normally come out from for the online expansion pack didn't have anything in it. So when they went to charge it, it wasn't there, so I didn't have the online service for what, like a day or something till I realized what was going on. But what I did do in that day is try to use a Nintendo Switch voucher, which you get if you're an online member. You have the ability to buy vouchers. You pay $100 for 2 of them, and they're each worth a game. So you're basically getting $20 off 2 games. Depending on what games you buy, you get money off. You're getting basically 2 games for $50 each. But the thing is, you can only use them if you are a current online subscriber member. You can't use them if you let your service run out. If you are not a member, even if you paid for them, even if you paid the $100, you're not allowed to use them unless you are a current member. So if you've bought vouchers and you're planning on maybe getting rid of this service, make sure you use them before you do, because you will lose them. And if you want to use them, you're gonna have to pay them the money to become a member again just to use it. So don't make that mistake. I think that is absolutely terrible that they would basically put a paywall behind something you've already paid for. I really, really don't like that, but make sure you think about that too. But that's basically gonna do it for most of the questions. Lots of stuff had to do with DLC. If you have any more, put them down in the comments. I'll try to answer them. If we get a lot, maybe we'll just make another one of these videos. If there's anything else you guys have questions about, anything like this, the online stuff, anything about digital games, whatever it is, let me know down in the comments. We'll make a video on all that stuff. But guys, that's gonna do it for this one. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like, make sure you are subscribed, and we'll see you in the next one.